Hey, everybody, welcome back to, I guess this is not even welcome back, right? This is just welcome because we are doing our first ever Card Talk Trivia live stream. And we have some people here that wanted to get a hold of the 2020 Fellowship Kit. I have it and they want it. So I might as well create some hoops for people to jump through, right? That's always fun for the community. But before we get started, I tried to keep this as a surprise for everybody here. There was a couple of people who knew about this, but for anybody who's participating tonight and anybody who's looking, you'll see, who's watching, you'll see that Dan Prince, Dern's father, is with us. Dern's father is here because Card Talk. Dern's father's here because he's like the current king of the blogs, right? He runs and does stuff with the Vision of the Palantir, and so I need Dan here with me because Card Talk is also going to be launching a blog. We just made Card Talk blog live, so we have Card Talk 2018, which is also our Patreon handle, and so Dan is here to help us ring that in. And so we've agreed that I'm not going to do any scenario stuff. I'm not going to try to do what he does because he does that so well, and we don't need another person doing that. We're just going to stick to cards. So Dan, thank you for joining us.
Hi. Yeah, looking forward to tonight, and I'm here to christen your new blog. You pitched it. You weren't sure whether or not you were stepping on my turf, but no, it's always nice to have more community outlets, and you guys get to experience the horror and the hell that is blogging.
Well, that's good that you say that, because I don't have to experience the horror and hell. I'm not going to be writing. You guys get to hear my voice every week, so you don't need to have me writing the blog. What you get to do is you get to hear, listen, read from our chief blogger, and that's going to be Matt. Matt, are you in here somewhere?
Hello.
Matt, why don't you talk a little bit about the blog?
Sure. So we're going to be writing deep dive card reviews similar to the show, and talk a bit about the card theme, the mechanisms, synergies, and do ring ratings. So I will be trying to do some simultaneous releases with the podcast episodes, and also have some reviews queued up for cards that Card Talk has already talked about on the podcast. And we've got a couple community contributors as well that will be writing past reviews like that. In fact, one of our contributors is part of the trivia today. So go ahead and wave, Joe.
You can wave, Joe. Yeah. Hey, Joe.
So Joe is working on a card review now, and it's coming along very nicely. It's very close to being ready. So you get to see Joe's review of a card coming up in future weeks or months here, depending on his availability. So, yeah, it should be very interesting.
Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to do was not only, ring in the blog with something fun to do for the community, but I wanted to say, if anybody, participants, you guys, or anybody who's watching this, if you want to reach out to Matt and you have a particular card that you would love to correct me on, because I'm always wrong with my ratings. People scream at the podcast all the time, like, you can't do that. Most recently, we did Dawn Take You All, and Carl, who's joining us tonight, he said, you can't play Silver Lamp with Dawn Take You All because Silver Lamp plays the cards face up, and asked to discard shadow cards face down. Anyways, but if writing card reviews sounds like something that you want to do, whether you are at home or whether you're one of the people playing tonight, feel free. We would love to have you, whether it's a past one or a new one. We'll figure that out. But that's another option for you. Matt, he can't do all 2,000 player cards, I don't think. Maybe he could. He's a machine, but
given enough time. I mean, I took 4 years to cover all scenarios. I'm still halfway through the nightmare stuff. So
How many scenarios are there, Dan?
too many? No, not enough.
Don't let FFG hear you say that. Not too
No.
many. Don't be like, we'll stop.
If there are about as many as there are heroes, which there are not, but there should be about 100, 110, I believe. Plus at least 50, I believe it's about 70 or 80 nightmare scenarios. So a decent amount of quests.
Yeah, that's enough to keep you busy for a weekend.
Should be a trivia question, actually. How many quests are there?
I didn't go that low hanging fruit. I went into deep stuff, so that's good. So anyways, thank you all for joining us. Let's get into some of this trivia stuff. So the trivia stuff is going to be broken up into 3 rounds, okay? And so I'm not going to the first round, I will not go into detail of each round right now, but the first round is going to be Jeopardy. We will do a modified version of Jeopardy. Round 2 will be a version of Kahoot, which as a high school teacher, I know all about Kahoot and I've used it a million times. So that's really good. And then the third round will be a head-to-head competition. Well, we'll just leave it at that. It'll be head-to-head. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll just say, hopefully your knowledge of the game and the podcast a little bit is deep there. So, but right now, let's get into Jeopardy. So the Jeopardy game is going to be pretty straightforward here. What I'm going to do is this is going to be a team game. Okay. So I'm going to I have the ability to split everybody up into teams. Okay. There'll be 3 teams, and then you will answer questions. And then after one team answers a question, we'll go on to the next team. There's no like buzzing in or anything. I'll just go from team to team to team, and you get to pick your category and dollar amount. And if you get it right, you win that. We're not doing dollar amounts. We're doing points. But you win those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. And we go from there. And then after 3 questions, I will reorder the teams. I will keep track of how many points everybody has. If you want to keep track of how many points you have, just to make sure that my accounting is as good as your accounting, that's fine. But hopefully I can keep track of everybody on my spreadsheet. So what we will do is like I said, I have done this a bunch here, so I will share my screen and you guys will see here. Hopefully you guys all seeing a Jeopardy board on you're seeing a blank blue screen right now.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, so here we go. I can start the slideshow here. Okay, so you guys can all see the board, I think. And so let's see. So because you can see the board, I'm just giving you a glance at what the categories are in dollar amounts. There is a daily double somewhere in the board, but you can see it says encounter card art, player card by text. What I'll do is I will read the text and you will have to identify the player card. Card Talk. It's a Card Talk podcast. It's trivia. So, there's some trivia in there. Scenarios. I will describe a scenario. You will tell me which scenario it is. Events, those are event cards in the game, and 2/2/2 characters whose stat line is 2 willpower, 2 attack, and 2 defense. So what I will do is I will split you up into your groups, and you guys can then talk about it, and then I'll come into your group and I will I'll see what question you want and we'll go from there. Okay, so I probably have to stop sharing and I will go to that's it right here. Okay, so it's going to put you guys all in a room, and just so you know, Dan and Matt are neutral. You aren't able to use Dan and Matt. I mean, I guess you could, but so I'm sending you to your breakout rooms and you guys can talk, and then I will visit you, and then you can pick whatever thing you want. So you guys can jump into your breakout rooms. You can go. It should say right on the screen. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's going. Okay, let's see. Okay, everybody, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let me go to room number 1 here. Okay, so now we're just waiting on everybody to come back. And once everybody is back, we'll do the same thing and we'll do this for a few rounds. It takes a little bit. The first round takes a little bit of getting used to, but now, I just didn't want everybody. I don't know. What am I trying to say here? I didn't want everybody.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good.
I wanted to see how it went first, and then now we'll go a little bit quicker through the whole thing. So, and I think, let's see, we're still waiting on room 1 here to come back here.
You might need to tell them you're trying to pull everyone back because we were all like, wait, the breakout room is closing.
Right.
You were planning on shuffling the teams around at some point. So
they'll all come back. Okay.
Right.
So that's cool. So everybody's back. So everybody got their questions right. That was good. There was a little bit of hesitation in the last turnaround, but when you see that message that the breakout rooms are closing, that's me coming back and bringing everybody back so we can redistribute teams. Okay. I didn't want the same team. You feel like you don't want to have everybody bringing you down, right? Or lifting you up. So I'll do the same thing, and I will go to team. We'll go to team 1, and we'll hopefully speed this up a little, but not speed it up, but just get a little quicker now that we've done the first round. Okay, so we'll do a new team, and I will see you in a few seconds, guys. So, hey everybody.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fun. Everybody, we have some separation now. We have 4 people tied at 6. We have Nathan, Palantir record keeper. We have George over there at 6, Niall and Scott at 6. And then a couple of teams got theirs wrong. So we have a lot of zeros and negatives. So I will split you up one more time here and we'll keep going here. So at least you kind of know what everything's about, except for that card talk category. Nobody wants to hit that card talk category, which is fine. I'm not offended at all. Just make sure that just remember who's trying to give you the swag. Okay. So anyways,
what are the odds that the daily bonus is hidden amongst those 5?
there is a daily double in there. So
Yeah.
just so you know. Okay, so I am recreating and we'll go. Okay. Okay, so that was good. We had our first um, card talk picked, and it was right. So that was good. The people who guessed it was right. There is a daily double out there, just so you know. It's under one of these categories, and so I see everybody's doing a good job, and we'll just keep it going until. I think we're about halfway done at this point. We've gone through 3 rounds, and I think that there's four or five more rounds left. I wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to, get themselves into questions. Also, I will tell you, I will remind you, when you're in your breakout room and I'm not there, then it's not going live. So you can say whatever you want in the breakout room while I'm not there. You can curse my name. Matt can give them all the answers. Dan can mute his microphone and and do whatever he needs to do. But it's only where I am is going live. So you don't have to worry about whatever you're saying to each other there. Okay. So I will create another set of 3 breakout rooms, and you guys will be good. So here we go. Next round.
So yeah, those event questions are brutal. I believe both of them were answered wrong now. Don't use it here.
Yeah, I would like not to talk about that.
David, you're mute. David, you're on mute.
Yeah, so you guys are there. It is. So there's a clear leader right now. So Nathan is way out in the lead with 1,300 points, and then Scott is in second with 800. Niall with 700. Mark, Chris, and PRK, George, you all have 600 points. The rest of you have some catching up to do. Okay, so we'll we'll do this a couple more times, and that's good. Don't worry. Kahoot takes a lot less time, and then the third round will be a little easier to deal with. So, okay, here we go. Recreate the breakout rooms, and here we go. this is interesting because we had our first couple of 500s. So good job, guys.
By the way, Dave, I don't know if you've seen.
I know people have said that it's all dark streaming. I can't do anything about it, so I guess it's just going to be streaming black for now. So if anybody gets messages that it's streaming black, it is what it is for right now. So
it's not even got audio already. Oh, there we go. Now we're good.
I think I don't know.
I think it's the breakout rooms.
Probably the breakout rooms. It should follow me from breakout room to breakout room, but it's not. So I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, maybe you're not sharing your entire screen, your desktop, but you're only streaming Zoom itself.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm streaming on Zoom. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm using Zoom to stream it, so that's why it should follow me around. But
Okay, Bob.
You know what?
Zoom's weird. It has some weird idiosyncrasies. So
Yeah, we use Teams for work, and that works fine. So I'm not.
This is all about you guys, anyways. The live stream would be cool to have the people join us, but you guys were the ones that were taking your time out to do this. So, okay,
You
let's
should
see.
have applied.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have a few more rounds here to go. Okay, so it's going to be who's going to get stuck with card talk for 500 at the very end. that's what it is. It's like now it's a game of who are you going to stick with what stuff. Okay, so one of the things that you can do is in the breakout rooms, I know some of you are doing that. You can also decide what category you would like. So there's all the categories are still available. So okay, so breakout rooms, here we go. Another set. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to breakout room number 1. Okay, that was a interesting round. So we had somebody get the 500 question wrong. So let me just tally up the scores here, and I will let you know what the new scores are. We only have one person in the negatives. So, okay, let's see here. On top of the leaderboard, as I have it, is Scott with 18, and then Niall with 17, Mark with 15, and then George and Nathan with 13. And then everybody else is lower. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. We'll keep going here. Don't worry. Like I said, we'll get through this. We have here's what I'll do. There's 3, 6. Well, there's 4 more rounds. That'll be fine. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, I'm recreating rooms, and you guys can go off to the room here. I just have to do something here. Okay, and okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna break you out right now. Scott's in the lead with 22 points, and Mark from a phone call somewhere in deep South Carolina is in second place with 20 points. So okay, I'll break you up and we'll do it. Let's see, we'll do it one more time here. We're almost through. Let's see if I can.
Was the double question
Nobody's
already?
found it yet.
Okay.
Nobody's found it yet. So
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, so we got 2 more rounds of this, and then we will move on. So I'll wait to tell everybody that Scott's still in the lead with 24 points. So, but Scott, there's people that are very close to you. So, okay, the daily double is still out there, just so you know. And I'll also say this: if all 100s are left, we won't do the final round because I don't think the 100s will change the points much. Not that that's going to encourage you to do one thing or the other, but that's what I'll say. So, okay. So here we
Yeah,
go.
somehow at the moment I got timed out,
Oh,
but I'm back.
okay, good. Okay. Then we will recreate the breakout rooms and we will do this one more time. Okay, go into the first room here. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you talk just for a second. I have to run to the restroom, but the Daily Double was picked. Maybe you guys as a group can figure out which
Finally.
which one you want.
So it was the Car Talk.
It was Car
400.
Talk 400. Yeah.
It was
Yes,
Car
there
Talk
we go.
100, yeah, and we got it wrong.
Oh, what was the question?
Who was the first guest on Card Talk and what card did they review?
What hero did they discuss, wasn't it?
Chad and Haldir? No, I have
So
no idea.
if anyone who gets that could have doubled their money, eh?
I think
Yeah.
it was CSAN, right?
Was
No,
it
not
CSAN and
C-STAN.
Aerostor?
No.
No,
Was it?
Caleb?
no,
No,
That was our
that's-
guess.
That was our
Was it-
guess.
Was it
Ah.
Bardane and Kierdan?
No.
We got the hero
Oh, for
right.
that
You got
right.
part of it right.
Oh, I got Kierdan right. But who was it that talked about Kierdan?
It was Joseph Forster.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We were nowhere close.
Well,
so.
I didn't gamble all my points away, so I have that right.
That's good.
Dan, did you
Yeah.
know the answer to that?
No. I'm not an expert on the podcast, unfortunately.
I wouldn't have even got that right. And I had been looking at some of the earlier guest episodes for linking the shows and stuff to the blog website.
Mhm.
I thought Bayorn was the earliest I could remember.
I know
As-
I was quite early on, but I know I wasn't the first. I must have been about 7th or 8th guest there.
Yeah, Dan, I almost guessed you, but I wouldn't have known what card.
Oh, I did mine on Idrain, so the
Oh.
Spirit Dundane hero,
Yes, yep, I do remember that now.
because I'm quite big on the location control, and she fits
Yeah,
pretty
me
well
too.
with that.
Okay.
I got a nice scout deck that I built with her.
Mm.
Okay, I am back. Thank you for the pause. We have one more round of this. And I will say that for right now, we had a couple people drop out. So it's gonna be the feel bad there. Everybody who participates, there's 11 participants tonight. Everybody who participates is gonna get swag, but I'm gonna have to kick one person off for this time around. So 10 of you will move on, 10 of you will go into the next round. But even the 11th person, you'll get the whatever's left over for the APs. Okay. So the two people that are at the bottom, I hate to say that way, but the two people at the bottom, let's see. Chris, you have 5 points, and Carl, you have 1 point.
Ooh.
Okay. And then the next closest person is Joe with 10. So, and there is a 500 point category out.
Sounds
right?
like the
So-
500 one's the one to go for.
Well, it depends on how it all gets all figured out, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how it was all going to play out, but at least there's a little drama here at the end for some of you for this part. So, okay, so I'll recreate the rooms, and again, it's all random, and we'll get started here. Well, the results of this is that Chris and Carl ended up tying. So because of this, I am not going to eliminate anybody for this round. Seems only fair. Okay. And I will have everybody move on to the next round. The things are blank. You're not in teams anymore. Everybody for themselves at this point. Okay. And that's the way it's going to be. And then in the third round, it's competitive. You guys are going to be competing against each other, not just, doing solo stuff. So, okay. So, if anybody cares, the final rankings here, I'm going to just read down my list. It was Nathan with 23 points, Joe with 11, George with 17, Chris with 6, barely 6. Love you, Chris. Steve with 18. Mark, I think, pulled out the win with 27. Niall with 13. Phil with 16. Carl with 6. Just barely. Carl with 6. And then Scott, who got overtaken by Mark in the last round, gets 26 points. So nobody gets eliminated because there's a tie at the bottom, which is the best possible outcome for me. So now what we're going to do is, I don't know if anybody wants to take like a 3-minute break, but
I already took mine while we were waiting.
Okay.
I can go for 6 minutes.
So the interesting thing is that this is going to now go into something that's going to happen really quick. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull up the Card Talk Trivia Kahoot. Okay. And I'm going to have us play. And it's going to ask you to input your name. So the only thing that I would ask you to do is input the name that you guys have, so I know who you are. You can just use your first name, that you're using in the Zoom, because right now it's a little wonky. So here's how this is going to work. I'm loading it up, and so you're going to go to a website called Kahoot.it. Okay, let me share my screen here, and you will see the website Kahoot.it if you don't have the app, and then you enter this pin once you get there, and it'll ask you to enter your name. Okay. And Dan and Matt, you can play along. Obviously, you're not getting any. Okay, they're already in there. Okay.
I know. I just want to compete. Otherwise,
Yeah.
looking at other people playing.
Right.
I
Yeah.
guess I've never seen this before, so I was like, oh, this should be fun, kind of like Jackbox.
Okay. So I have Chris, Scott. Scott's trying to exact revenge because he lost out on the thing. Phil, Matt, Nathan, Steve, Niall, Joe, George. Okay, so we're just waiting on Mark and Carl.
Sorry you're waiting on me. I don't know what the pin is because I'm on the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 249 8765. So it's 24 249 8765.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was just
No,
waiting to hear the
you're
number.
right. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. There's Mark.
Sorry about the wait.
No, you're good. That's fine. And then Carl. Let's see. The other thing you can do is open up a tab. When you open up the tab, you can just go to this. The question should pop up when you, it'll stay there and there's no pictures or anything. So it's just the question, and then you do the thing. So, okay, everybody's in. And just so you know, these questions are timed. So there's only like 10 seconds per question. So, okay. So here we go. We're going to start.
Good luck, everyone.
Can you guys see it here? There are 3 versions of Glorfindel in the game. Each of these versions have the same trait. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. Both heroes and the ally are all Noldor warrior noble. Okay, so Phil, you're on the top, buddy. Okay, here we go. Next question. The first Hobbit hero in order of product release date was released in Lord Bilbo was released. Lord Bilbo was it. That's good. Okay, Spirit Frodo came out in Conflict at the Carrick. Okay. Here we go. Next, true or false? Card Talk has recorded over 200 shows about cards in the game. That is true. That's true. I think we're at show like 207 or something like that. Okay, next. Okay, George, Palantir record keeper up there. Which of these is not a ship objective from the Dream Chaser cycle? Oh, the Athelian. Okay, you guys are good. Okay. Look at Dan and Matt. They're just like sitting there. They're like, we're going to just sit here and be good. So just so you guys know, I'm going to take the top 5. So this is going to eliminate the bottom 6. Okay. And so basically we played the Jeopardy round for nothing. Okay. How many different Hobbit heroes are there? Not counting Hobbit Saga and Lord of the Rings Saga. Oh. Okay, there are 12. There are 12 of them. Okay. Next. Oh, I meant to see what the scores were, but who is the original designer of the Lord of the Rings, the card game? Nate French. Yes, he's the guy who built it. Okay. Matt. Matt's going to put you all to shame. Okay. The Necromancer's Pass is a location from the core set. How much threat does this location have? Yeah, it's a 3-threat location. It's also one of those locations that like everybody remembers because you have to discard 2 cards and stuff. So it's like, okay, here we go. Oh, Matt, you must have gotten that one wrong. Joe's on top. Joe and Nathan. Okay, here we go. Next, 8. Which of the following cards is not signal traded? All right, the cash. The cash is an item. Okay, here we go. Oh, Matt. Dan's making the move here. Okay, here we go. True or false? There are only 3 player cards with the Rohan trait in lore.
Are we counting Alep?
No Alep. There's actually only 2.
Yeah.
Do you guys know which 2 they are?
Grima and Gleowin, eh?
Yep. Gleowin, A. Okay. Nathan's rock star here. Okay. Here we go. Hammer Stroke is attack this event. Your favorite thing. Events that reads engage each enemy you play. How much does that card cost? $2. Yes, indeedy. Okay. Nathan's got the fire by him here. Okay. I always screw up the songs. That's where that question came from. I can never remember which one is which. I think
That's
I have
actually
it down
how I
now, but-
remembered it with the right one, because I was like, I always get it wrong. It's always counterintuitive to me.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Matt's on fire now. Maybe he's still on fire. I don't know. See, it's hard. You're thinking. You're like, was there a Hobbit hero released in the core set? That's right. There's no Hobbit hero in the core set. Good job, guys. You may not be able to count all of these. This is foreshadowing for round 3, just so you know. Yeah, there are 28. Okay. That was just probably a random guess for many of you, but maybe you know. Okay. This was supposed to be your practice question, but you can choose your favorite host. Careful. This one is worth no points, just so you know. That's not worth any points. I gave you a lot of time to think about it too.
I guess didn't let you choose the order, I guess.
See, Matt, you're up there. You're official. You're in charge of the blog. You're officially a host, so to speak, here. See, any of it would have been right. You guys would have been right. But look at you. Only 5 of you said me. I'm the only. Well, Matt's there too, so that's fine. I'm wondering if Matt said Matt. That's the. Okay.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Actually, I can know because I can go look up the answers. Okay. What is the official difficulty of Escape from Dol Guldur? Yeah, it's actually only 7. Into Athelion is actually the other one that's miss difficultied.
It's only a 4.
That one's only a 4. Actually,
joke.
I see why it's only a 4. Like once you crack it, like it's super straightforward, but you have to crack it first. So is Nathan unstoppable? Who knows? Okay, here we go. Which AP was Naisha? Nasia. Designed by MJ Newman.
I should definitely know that, Dan.
Yeah. And so MJ pronounced it Nasia. So that's good for anybody who. Let's see. Okay. Next question. We're getting to the end. Which blogger has not been a guest on Card Talk?
Really, you put me up there?
Of course. have you been on Card Talk, Dan?
Yeah. I don't know. Have I?
Yeah, I think so. Idrayan, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. It's always the Card Talk questions that separate everybody. What hero is from across the Entenmoors? That's right, Dory. Again, another guest show that we had Aaron Fishbaugh on the show talking about Hero Dory. Okay. How many different versions of Faramir? So I'm not counting alt art and 2-player starter versions because they're kind of the same card.
What about quests? Like encounter versions?
Any versions that's not an alt art or a 2-player.
Yep. I clicked fast.
Yeah.
It would have been 5 then.
I thought of that after I answered it.
Because there's an
ally
objective
from Blood of Gondor.
Yeah, that's the only named conflict that you would have in the game. If you were to pick Faramir, you'd have to not have Faramir when you're playing Blood of Gondor.
Or Morgul Vale.
Or Morgul Vale, right. Oh, which was not a theme. Superlative February, Couples February, Sylvan February, Hobbit February. Oh, that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better. That's like a general question, right? Okay, good. Whew. Doesn't bother me that you didn't get the specific ones right, but that was a little more general. So, okay. Which one was released first? Okay, Blood of Gondor. That's right. Everybody got that right. Okay. True or false? To use Narvi's belt, you must exhaust it. That is true. Yes. Okay, next. How many times has Caleb been on a Card Talk episode? He was actually on 6 episodes. He had a couple of guest episodes. He's done 4 guest episodes, and then he did the Con of the Rings designer interview, and then he went on a Con of the Rings, other Con of the Rings wrap-up show, I think. So he's been on 6 times. He's almost like a host. He's been on more than Matt.
He's been on more times on Cardboard.
I know. He
Cardboard of
comes on
Rings.
he comes on our show.
See you next time.
Yeah. Yeah. See you on the next one, buddy. There are 8 contracts in the card pool. How many of them are single-sided? That's tough. Man, I'm hard with these questions. There's only 2. It's the I was gonna say the white.
Council of the Wise.
I was gonna say the White
Bond
Council.
of
It's
Friendship
council.
and
Yep.
Council of the Wise.
Bond of
Yep.
Friendship and Council of the Wise. Yep. I was gonna say the White Council, but that's not right because that's a different card. Okay. Bill the Pony is the only pony traded card in the game. That's right. Hobbit Pony
For
is
now.
not pony traded.
Prancing Pony should have.
Yeah, it should be
Pony
pony
traded.
traded. The Hobbit Pony is traded a mount. So Bill the Pony is just the pony here. Let's go. Okay. What year was the first episode of Card Talk released on YouTube? That's right, 2018. Card Talk 2018 at gmail.com. Okay. Last couple of questions. Here we go. 27. Oh, this is hard. Good luck reading all that. That's right. Lore Bilbo, which is the second most common or the most common wrong answer. It says the first player. Yeah, not you. So
It's also not a response.
it's also not a response. That's right. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is only for the diehard fans. Look how even that is. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, July it is. Let's see. Nate, did you get Nathan? Did you get that right? Nope, Nathan didn't. Matt did. Good job, Matt. Matt must have. For those people who, don't know, Ted came on later, but he came in July of 2019. So that's good. Okay. How many different player side quests are there? There are 10. That's right.
1 for each sphere.
2 for each sphere.
Yeah, 2 for each sphere and 2 neutral.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. Oh, look. What's Grant's last name? Oh, that's funny. That's right. It is Grant Thompson. He's just along for the ride. Okay, so let's see who the podium people are. Okay. Joe moves on, definitely. I bet you this is Nathan, right? Nathan. Yeah, good job, buddy. Okay. So Mark, Joe, Nathan, and then I will stop sharing my screen. Oops. And I will figure out who the next group of people are, and you guys can chit chat.
Might not have started out so well, but I ended with a 6 answer streak.
That's good. Okay.
I'll admit I got Bilbo wrong.
Bilbo. Oh,
Yeah.
the first.
With most of my questions, I was just too hasty, probably.
Don't be
Yeah.
hasty.
Don't be hasty.
Oh, the Faramir got me in that way. I hit it. I was like, oh, you know.
Okay, so the top 5, moving on to the final round for all the swag here. So it's we had Nathan was number 1, Joe was number 2, Mark, you're number 3, Chris, you're number 4. You make up for what you did in the first round with the 6 points.
Yeah.
And number 5 is Scott. So George, Steve, Niall, Phil, Carl, you guys, you can hang out if you wish. There's live stream issues, but you guys are not eligible for the encounter or for the 2020 swag. But what I will do is I have the let's see, where did I put them? I thought I had everything right here. Oh yeah, there. Okay. Okay. So I know some of you may already have all of the stuff. That's fine, but I do have 6 adventure packs for everybody who is left. So so that's 1 for everybody. So I will start with let's see, Scott, you made it. Okay, so I will then start with PRK. Would you like an adventure pack for participating in the I have, since you were the 7th place here, I have Watcher in the Water.
Okay.
Get it over here. That's Watcher in the Water.
Right.
Fortress of Nirn.
Yes.
Challenge of the Wayne Riders. Up until about a month ago, that may have been the gold package, right? Trouble in Tharbad.
Okay.
Flight of the Stormcaller. And Race Across Harad. Do you want one of those?
The only 2 I don't have is the Race Across Harad and Fortress of Nirn. But I would choose Fortress of Nirn.
Okay. So, PRK, you get the Fortress of Nirn. So thank you so
Thank
much,
you very much
for that. Thanks for joining. That was a lot of fun. So let me see here. Let me go to my thing. Let me do this here. Let me find George, and he gets Fortress. Okay. Okay, and then the next person below George, Carl, you finished 9th, buddy. That good winning, good ending. So did you see all the APs that you could have here?
Yeah, I see the
If you
APs. The first one went off, the one that I wanted to get.
Oh, really? There is the Challenge of the Wayne Riders from the last cycle. And if you
Which
don't
one
want
has
one,
what?
I was going to say, this goes for everybody. If there's one that you don't want, or if there's like, if you have them all and you don't want, that's fine. You don't have to take one.
Which is the one that has Elrond's Council in it?
Elrond's Council?
Watcher in the Water. That's Watcher in the Water. Yeah.
Watcher in the Water.
It also has Ally Arwen.
Yeah. You want Watcher in the Water?
Yeah, I'll take Watcher in the Water.
Okay, so Carl gets Watcher.
Because a lot of times I play with 2 Noldor decks.
Right. Okay. So Carl gets Watcher. Okay. Next person is, let's see, Steve. There's 4 left.
Wayne Riders is from Arid Mithrin.
Wayne Riders is from the most recent one. It's from
Yeah,
Chef.
that's Vengeance
Okay.
of Mordor.
Vengeance.
Okay. I'll get it eventually, so I'll take Wayne Riders.
Wayne Riders. Okay, that's good. So
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. It was great to have you. Let's see. Wayne Riders. Wayne Riders. Okay, next. We're getting down here. Niall.
I've got everything. So if there's anyone out there who's looking for one of whatever's left, pipe
That's
up
fine.
now.
Okay. Phil.
Same for me. I have all of the adventure packs. So
Okay.
yeah, by all
You want
means. if anyone
doubles
else wants it.
for doubles of anything? No?
No, thank you.
Save your postage, man.
Okay. And I feel like there's somebody else that I didn't get to. Let's see here. PRK. Steve, I got to you. Niall, Phil, Carl. Is that everybody? Okay. Well, that is, I think, that's it. So, okay, I will get these out to the winners. I'll put them in the mail soon. I have everybody's address. So we'll move on to the last round. Again, if you're out, you guys can, you're not going to be able to see it live stream because the live stream is not